What's good, YouTube? It's your man BG Tech Life, and today we got the Google Pixel 7a. Now I want to do a little something different in this video, guys. Actually, I want to talk about the top 5 reasons I would buy a Pixel 7a. Now, my reasons may be different from yours, and everybody's expectations are different. But if I really had to explain to somebody, if somebody told me, sell me on a Google Pixel 7a, these are the top 5 reasons that it's just a go ahead and must cop. So let's just get straight into it. You know, I've been rocking with the Google Pixel 7a since its drop. And the first reason I would buy this device, honestly, is just the price. At a $499 price point, and at this time, this thing goes on sale on and off a lot. I know right now it's on Amazon for $449, and sometimes it's on the Google Store website for $444. But at that price point, at a budget price point, this device doesn't owe me much. Now, when you get into these flagship devices that after taxes you paying $1,100, $1,200, $1,300 for, you expect the world from them. You expect so much because you done invested so much money with these companies and these devices. So when they have flaws or issues, it's really upsetting and disappointing. But when you have kind of spent under $500 for a device, it's like, okay, now I got room to work with my expectations. And if this thing is really good, then I'm just over elated because of the money that was saved. And if it's not the best, I mean, it's understandable. I didn't spend the best amount of money. Number one would definitely be the price. Now, reason number two. Reason number two would definitely be computational photography. I feel like at this point, guys, these camera sensors on all these devices, on all these smartphones, with the size and form factor that they are made in, that they have kind of peaked. And I think the main difference between a lot of these lead manufacturers of smartphones and their photography is basically all their computation, all of the processing that goes on after the picture is taken, and Google is in the lead. So for this device to only cost, the cost under $500, the pictures that you take a lot of times are going to beat some of the flagship devices because it's got a decent 64 megapixel camera sensor, but after you take the picture, the processing is the sweet spot, and Google has photography processing nailed down right now with its computational photography. So this, as a shooter, just as a pure camera shooter and getting the best picture out of the camera, the Google Pixel series is always going to be goated. Just like when Marques Brownlee did the blind camera test and the Pixel 6a was killing it, because it's all about that computational photography. Reason number 3 I would easily pull the trigger on this Google Pixel 7a is because it's a Google device, guys, and the software and feature updates are always coming. They have a feature drop, they have software updates all the time. Google is always listening to the feedback to any problems that you having with this UI, and they're constantly working on it. More than I've seen any manufacturer really take feedback, listen to it, and you see those fixes constantly coming out. And they also always trying to make devices better. And I feel like the Pixel 7a, a lot of these exclusive AI features that's on like a Pixel 8 Pro, eventually, because it's all software, will come to a Pixel 7a. So definitely software is one of the strong points of any Pixel device. And at this price point, you're going to have a lot of software coming, a lot of updates coming. So I think that's dope. The fourth reason I buy a Pixel 7a is because of the Tensor G2. Now, we're not here to talk about the Tensor G2 and the Pixel 7 Pro or the Pixel Fold, specifically the Pixel 7a, a device that is under $500. And I feel like the Tensor G2 got a lot better with the Android 14 update as far as thermals, battery life, efficiency, and things of that nature. And it even has some performance value to it. So with this device not having to compete with other flagship phones because of the price, in the budget realm of devices under $500, this device is definitely the flagship king supreme of budget devices when it comes to the smoothness, when it comes to thermals now, when it comes to performance and the things that you can get done with a Tensor G2, which is the flagship processor. And I feel like Google has been able to pull a lot out of that device with the release of Android 14. So this is a powerful budget device here that's going to give you the operation of a flagship device. Last but not least, the build on this device, guys. I think these builds look great on these Pixel devices. Now, I really like my Coral Pixel 7a, but just the build alone, even though the black is plastic, you would never know. And I feel like that's really a win in itself. You have a back that's plastic, so that means that this device is more durable than your glass back device, but it still feels premium. So I would rather have a plastic back that feels premium, that's less likely to crack and things of that nature if I want to walk around caseless, than to have a glass back that's going to shatter like crazy. I got a plastic back with a premium look and feel. I feel like that's dope, and I like the design of the Pixels. The design of this device has become really signature, and the Pixel 7a line, shout out, kudos to Google for not making the Pixel 7a look different from the Pixel 7 Pro, the Pixel 8 Pro, or just the Pixel 7 or the Pixel 8. It all falls in line. Nobody's gonna look this. People still can look at your affordable device under $500 and say, oh, that's a Pixel. It's not excluded. So I feel like the build is really good, and I feel like the design is really good, and especially good to be included. It doesn't feel or look like a peasant Pixel. It's a nice device. It's a nice build. But these are the top 5 reasons why I would buy a Pixel 7a in 2023 without a doubt. It's your man BG Tech Life. I just wanted to share that with y'all. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. I'm out. Peace.